Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and please welcome Rooke in his daring, the British tier 10 DD, and he's on Shatter, my 3-point domination game, and he's going to keep his guns hot. Big gear, he's going to realise that the daring reload is definitely something to consider, and I don't think he wants to get shot. So Rooke's going to manoeuvre just behind the spur of this island in front and just keep the guns hot, really. That's what it's all about in the daring, if you can. Considerable DPM with these guns. Long range, always useful to use the HE to set fires. At closer ranges, it's absolutely fantastic with its AP shells. So yeah, it's not done a great deal of damage so far, but you know, it's kind of starting to rack up a little bit now. Unfortunately, no fire. And he's certainly let the enemy know that he's here. So he's going to go on a hunt and search for a new target. And look at this. There's a Jean Bar at 5 kilometres in front of him. So Rooke's going to do something quite risky here, but incredibly worthwhile if it pays off. He's going to do a torp run send on the Jean Bar. Now, one thing to note on the daring, the torpedo arcs are absolutely horrific. Okay, so it's quite difficult when you're in situations like this in a channel. It's difficult to turn to get the torps on target sometimes. And of course he's got himself caught up on the edge of an island there. Managed to free himself though, which is fine. And the Jean Bart's going to hopefully eat a lot of torps. Yeah, that's all the torps really. And lovely. Now the Jutland there came into view, and Rooke spotted here momentarily. Probably wandered a little bit too far into the enemy spawn point there, so he's going to reverse. I would imagine by this point the Jutland will have sent some torpedoes in Rooke's direction, however, and he has. But you know, daring's got a good hydro, and that's both sets spotted from the tier 9 British DD. So Rooke's just going to reverse now. If you notice, he's got his AP loaded, ready to take this Jutland under fire when he comes into view, which he does. First salvo 1500, second salvo nearly 3k, third salvo 3,500, fourth salvo, yeah, the damage is mounting up, as you can see. Very effective with AP, close quarters is the daring. Unfortunately, Rooke had to drive out of the smoke screen there to avoid the balloon bombers. But it does look like the Charlie Cap is going to be in friendly hands momentarily, which is great. So Rooke's just going to go stealth and contemplating his next torp send against the Monarch and the Golden Lion over there. The Missouri's always a threat, of course, with its radar. Rooke's just going to reverse behind the island to afford a little bit of security and concealment. And the gear's back. Next hydro up. Let's see how the AP on the gear fares. Smoked up. Yeah, he was doing some solid damage with the AP there. He has switched back to the HE. Try and get the guy on fire, and he has done. Good choices there, good choices. The gear was just turning away, he spotted that. Switched to the HE, caused a fire. At 10.5 kilometres, however, it can be difficult to get a hit with these floaty shells. He gets another fire. He's detected by the radar from the Missouri, so he's in the perfect position just to hide behind the island. He's in no danger whatsoever here. And he's going to continue to shoot on the gear. Approaching 110,000 damage, and he's coming under fire from the Bravo cap. I think there's a Smolensk in there, I think, yeah. And he's duped the parachute bombers there. So Rooke's under hydro here, and he's moving out from behind the island. I maybe would have considered just hanging there for a little longer, just to see what was going on. The Golden Lion comes into view and he's detected. Gone undetected. Obviously one of the advantages of the Daring is its incredible acceleration from a standing start. So you can kind of get out of harm's way fairly quickly. The Golden Lion's backing off, as well he should, and he's gone down. And now there's a lovely Missouri to shoot. Reload's down to approximately 2.3 seconds at this point, and if that Missouri hangs around there for much longer, he's going to go down. So yeah, so far a very solid performance from the Daring here. Great gunboat. Good with its torpedoes at close range. I would say at mid to long range not so good. However, you know, the torps are only like 10 kilometers and they're not particularly fast. So really you do have to rely on your DPM to do extra damage whenever you're playing the Daring. Seems like the Monarch wants to sneak round the side of the island here. Then Rooke switches to single launch torpedoes and sends a few in his direction. Smokes up. I think at this point I'd have been absolutely hammering the Monarch with HE to his superstructure. But Rooke's kind of is distracted by him being caught up on the island again, which is really annoying, you know. Happens all the time since they've changed all the underwater terrain. But he's managed to free himself up again. And the Jutland comes into view, so it's time to do a bit of pew pew. Bit of manoeuvring. And it's hitting the Jutland blind. And here we go. Lovely bit of manoeuvring there to stay in play and moving. And he sends some torps in the Jutland's direction. Hopefully he'll catch him. Jutland beached himself there on the island. And that is a super torp kill there on the tier 9 British DD. Maybe we can do something with this Monarch as well. It has to be said here that Rooke has been instrumental in holding on to this Charlie Cap, and a really solid game for Rooke here. Monarch's pushing round, Rooke smokes up. Again, I think I'd probably have switched to guns straight away when he came into view there, rather than attempting a torps end. The guy's manoeuvring heavily. And it only takes one salvo to kill him off. Oh, very nice, solid game. 3 kills, 132,000 damage. And I think it's just a matter of time now until the friendly team win. They've only got the CV left, so I think at this point we might as well go to the end screens. So yeah, 132,000 damage, 8 torpedo hits, 179 gun hits, 5 fires, 3 floods, nearly 2,000 base XP. Very nice game, Rooke. Well played, my friend. Yeah, the hit list: Jean Bar, Jutland, Monarch, Missouri and Agir got significant damage as well. So yeah, nice game in the daring there. And as always guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.